All right. Well, welcome everyone. I'm super glad you're here. And I thought maybe we could just take a breath together. Inhale and exhale, and just take a moment to arrive in our body. I don't know about all of you, but I'm usually running around constantly doing a bunch of things, and it's really nice to just land somewhere. So tonight's call, it's not about information overload. It truly is about awareness. And there's a big conversation happening pretty much everywhere right now where people are quietly asking, why do I feel off, but I can't explain it? And drop in the chat. Let me know if you found yourself asking this question recently or if you've ever asked it of yourself. I know I have. There's phases of low energy and brain fog and mood swings and even anxiety, inflammation, joint pain, hormones feeling all over the place. And what most people are told is, well, it's just life, right? It's just busyness. It's just stress. It's just getting older. But what if it's not random? And what if it's not normal, right? I recently read a statistic that kind of blew me away, and it kind of helped me connect the dots in terms of understanding that 70 to 80 people are not getting enough essential fatty acids in their diet. And when we don't have enough essential fatty acids, that's when our energy feels off. Our brain feels it, our eyes, our hormones, our nervous system, they all depend on these things to function correctly. So, as we talk about on this call a lot, your body isn't broken, it's just drastically undernourished in this high demand world that we live in. So, I was thinking about the other day of just like the demands of life are really intense right now, right? There's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on in our own personal lives. And a lot of times our brain can almost feel separate from our body because we're just, thinking about what we need to do, what needs to happen, the future, the past, all of that. But the truth is, our brain isn't separate from our body. And it is built from not only what we think and we feel, but also what we eat. Nutrition is foundational for every function in the body. And when our nutrition is off, usually we feel a bigger gap between our body and our brain. A large portion of our brain is actually made up of fat. And when your body doesn't have the right fats in the right amounts, it can drastically affect your mood, your focus, your emotional regulation. Your thoughts literally are being built on the nutrition that you feed it. Drop a two if that is kind of a new thought for you, because when I thought about that, I was kind of an aha moment for myself. So when your body doesn't have what it needs, it stays in this low grade stress response. It can show up in the body as joint discomfort, right? Headaches, feeling inflamed or puffy, or even having an immune overreaction. And these aren't random problems, they're signals from our body. And for my mamas out there, essential fatty acids are foundational for our baby's brain, for their eye development, for their strong nervous system. So, what you build your body with builds your baby and builds your nervous system. So, why is this happening? Why are we seeing such a deficit in essential fatty acids in people's diets? Something interesting is that most people don't eat enough of the foods that contain them. Most people aren't eating high quality enough fish on a regular enough basis to actually receive the amounts that we need. If you were eating fish in the quantity that we actually needed, it's like 3 times a week, wild caught mackerel or salmon or these things, and it can amount to like $50 a week in that kind of food. And that's quite a bit if you ask me. So there's also plant sources of omega-3s that sometimes don't convert as well in the body. And the modern diet that we're living, there's a lot of omega-6s, but not a lot of omega-3s. And the imbalance can actually create a lack of absorption of essential nutrients and essential fatty acids in the body. So even when people are trying to eat healthy, they're missing this. And I myself was missing this up until a few weeks ago, honestly. I could feel it in my own being. I've been eating super healthy for a long time. I've been on this ultimate lifestyle transformation journey that, brought us all here for many, many years. But I was also noticing that my nervous system was getting more agitated, less regulated. And I couldn't quite figure out what the gap was until I started leaning into this information that we're learning today. And, I personally can't remember the last time that I sat down and ate a can of sardines. So I was looking for alternative solutions for myself. So naturally, the next question is, well, what are those alternative solutions? Where can we get these foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids? Most people think fish, that's the default. But here's something interesting. Fish don't actually make these fats. They get them from algae. So they're consuming them and then they have them in their body and then we eat the fish and we get it too. So if you want to go straight to the source, you go to a plant-based algae source. And then you're going straight to the original source that all animals get their omegas from as well. And the issue these days with fish can be, the accumulation of heavy metals because of our ocean toxicity, the accumulation of microplastics, and then we're eating that. But the beauty about omega source from algae is that it doesn't absorb those things. It's just a much cleaner starting point. So instead of overcomplicating this, what if you were able to get your omegas and your essential fatty acids from a clean source, from a simple daily habit, from consistent support of your brain, of your eyes, of your joints, of your overall wellness? And this isn't about adding more into our already full routines. It's really just about filling the gap. And your body is always communicating, always. And it's communicating to us through energy, through mood, through our cravings, through the tension that we feel in our bodies. And what if instead of pushing harder, we just reached for deeper nourishment? Because when the body has what it needs, it responds. And drop a three if you've ever felt that response, if you have that connection to your body, right? So we have this program that many of you know, and some of you have been invited here to learn about. It's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. It comes equipped with regeneratively grown foods, nutrients, and superfoods. There's gut support, there's sleep support, and most importantly is the new addition of our Alpha Omega blend that has been added to fill that gap, the gap that I was feeling and many others were feeling. So I would love to open the call up at this point and just take a couple quick shares here, a couple quick shares from folks who have started incorporating the alpha omega into their superfood routine and just hear how it's going for you. Have you felt any shifts? Are you feeling a little bit more on in your body? Because I know I have. I've been experiencing a difference in the way that I can remember things. Like I said earlier, my nervous system has been much more calm and less agitated. And truly, I feel that my immune system has actually become much stronger from starting to incorporate these oils as well. So, who would like to share their experience so far? Rita.
Hey, Mary, thank you for this call today. Hi, everyone. Yay, I'm a nursing mama here, so I just incorporated this alpha omega 3, the omega 3s, and I'm so excited because I was looking for a clean source of healthy omegas for my brain and for Layla for developing and development. So it's just so easy. It's just sitting there right next to my shakes. I just have my whole routine and then I just take it a couple of times a day. And I noticed a huge difference just on the demands of nursing. Even though I was eating really good, I still was hungry because it's super demanding. But just adding this in, I'm noticing I'm feeling more nourished for longer, more satisfied, and also feeling really peaceful. So I know it's good for her brain. I know it's amazing for my brain. And I'm just feeling very, very grateful to have this beautiful and clean source. So it's a daily, multiple times a day for me, and I'm very grateful. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and on that note, Rita, I've been actually giving it to my kids too, and it tastes really well. I just drop it right into their mouth. And I've been noticing the difference in the way that my kids are, their energy levels have been really enhanced the last few weeks. Maybe it's because it's spring too, but I can just see this more sense of like more groundedness in them as well. And so, when our nervous systems are regulated, our kids' nervous systems are regulated and back and forth. So it's great that we have these tools.
Love that. So
Yeah.
beautiful.
So, anyone else, have you had an experience with the Alpha Omega yet? And if you haven't had an experience yet, I hope you get to have one soon, but you could also jump off and maybe share, you know, um, share anything about what you feel your body has been asking from you lately, anything that you feel it's been responding to you lately. Where have you felt off recently? What's one small shift that you've been doing that has actually been helping you regulate your nervous system or your mood? We could also have that share as well. Jody, is that you raising your hand? Yeah, you're on mute.
Did that help?
There you are.
Okay. Um, I I have to say that I'm excited. I know why I got on this call today is because I have kind of shifted to a Mediterranean diet with the RA that I've been dealing with. Of course, the power shake has changed my life and made everything so much better. And everything's like more fish, more fish. And I've been like, but what about the mercury and the, all the that? And so, and I was like, surely there's something out there that I could eat that's not fish because it'd be the last thing I eat if I was starving because I'm never been a fish fan. So I'm kind of really excited to try this. I read about it last week and missed the call. Dave was talking about it. So I'm just really excited that I'm hearing this now. So, um, yeah, I guess I'm just sharing because I'm excited to try it. And I know what the other products have done for me, and so now that I know I don't have to eat fish and I can still be on this diet, I'm kind of excited. I don't want to call it a diet because I really have shifted the way we're eating. It's been kind of fun. David and I have been cooking our own meals and doing everything, which is not a norm. So
Awesome, Jody. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, and that's part of, this program, this superfoods, this community. It's all about the lifestyle and that we support each other in the necessary lifestyle shifts that we need to make. It may not look the same for everyone, but just supporting that positive change is awesome. And I got to tell you, that's one of the reasons I had that gap in my diet for so long is just finding a quality source of omegas that I felt like I could align with. And the concern of heavy metals and microplastics in fish is really intense, unfortunately, because our oceans are so populated. So the more that we can spread awareness that there are alternative, healthy, algae-sourced resources is really important. So
yeah,
I'm excited for you to try it.
yeah. Me too. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else want to jump off and share? Oh, I see Allison.
Hi there. Thanks for the call. Great to see you all. I was on a bike ride with
Let's
four
see.
young boys, so it's nice to be able to function at the level that I do nowadays. Thanks for speaking to just the modern day living stressors. I haven't tried the omegas yet, but they should be arriving any day. And we're totally going to get them into the family routine because I'm a huge fan of just like whole systems that just they free me up mentally. And then of course the benefits of the physicality rising, the emotional balance, just sturdiness in the body, in the mind, and then therefore I think in the spirit and getting back to the joy of living. It just makes everything else not only easier but better. And so I did want to say that I got to enjoy what I love about this company. What's offered is education, access to more information if we want to empower ourselves, and therefore just learn deeper about anything that could be helping, our lives. And so to learn about the quality of food, how it's sourced, and to learn about this algae that it's sourced from a sustainable farm. So talking about a really clean, like ground zero point, and that it's not putting any more pressure on the environment of like, taking more animals out of the ocean to get these things that we need as we're animals to be able to survive. So I just love the system for my own body, for my family, in streamlining our nutrition and still eating tons for fun and for taste and loving food in the community. But then, the bigger system of like, however we're doing things, how we're living, how's that affect everything else? The ecosystem, everything like that, the environment, all the things. So this is just, I think it's going to be a game-changing piece. So thank you.
Yeah, I love that. And thanks for bringing in that full awareness because to me, it really is about the whole system, like not only in the whole body, but the whole environment and how we're interacting with the world when we're consuming, right? And so you said one word that really stood out to me, which was sturdiness. And I think that like nails it on the head. What I've been feeling in my being since bringing in the alpha omegas is just more of like a grounded sturdiness. So really excited for you to experience that too. Thanks for your share, Allison. Jessica, I saw you had your hand up. I'm not sure if you can share any more, but is there anyone else that would like to share before we close our nice tight call today? All right. Well, we are here weekly, and these are just quick little connect-ins, moments for more awareness. And that's really what today's call was about, is just awareness and filling the gap. And if you were invited here, definitely get back to the person who invited you. They can help you explore any of our superfood packs, what is best aligned for you, share what they personally use, keep it simple for your daily life. And we also have a short quiz that can help you identify what your body might be needing most right now. So even if you've been on the superfood journey for a while, you could go back to the quiz and take it, and you might come up with a little different result than you did 3 months ago or however long ago was that you took it. So Rita or I can drop the quiz link here in the chat. And let's see, there it is. Um, so yeah, and in closing, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And just come back to your body. Come back to the nutrients that feeds your whole system the way that it is meant to be fed, and allow your body to show you the way. So thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you next week.
Love you. Thank you all. So good to see everyone. Good job,
Love
everyone.
you
Good
all.
work.
Take
Staying
care. Love
consistent.
this.
Love you.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you more. Bye bye. Take care now.
Take care.